Hi, I'm Christa. Let me walk you through how to scramble questions and answers in Akindi to create multiple versions of an assessment. To start, you'll upload your test question Word document directly to Akindi, and Akindi will automatically identify the questions, answers, and answer keys. So here is the document that I uploaded, and here is Akindi's version of that document. All of the questions, answers, and answer keys are automatically identified. We are now ready to scramble. You can control whether your questions are scrambled, answers are scrambled, or both using the toggles on the left-hand side. When scrambling answers, Akindi will automatically identify answers that should not be scrambled, like all of the above or none of the above, and pin those in place to ensure they aren't scrambled from version to version. If you have specific questions that you would like the answers to not be scrambled across versions, then you can open the question marking menu and enable the pin answer order toggle. Once enabled, little pin icons will appear next to the answers to indicate that these answers will stay unscrambled across versions. You have the option to pin specific questions in place by opening the question marking menu and enabling the pin at question X toggle. Again, a pin icon will appear to indicate that this question will be the same across all versions. If you wish to have questions remain together during the scrambling process, for example, you have a number of questions that are regarding the same data set, then you can put those questions inside a question group. Akindi will automatically identify question groups contained in your Word document by looking for wording like use the image below to answer the following 5 questions. Akindi will then put those questions surrounded by a little dotted line indicating that those questions will stay together during the scrambling process. By default, questions within a question group will scramble amongst themselves, and the question group itself will scramble across the assessment. You can customize this by opening the question group menu and enabling any of the desired toggles. Pinning a question at question X, in my case 3, will mean that this question group will always start at question 3, though the questions might be scrambled amongst themselves. To prevent questions from scrambling within a question group, you can enable pin question group order. You can also customize how matching questions are scrambled by opening the marking menu. You have the option to pin the group of matching questions in place, meaning they'll always start at the same spot in the assessment. You also have the option to pin the question order, so to prevent the questions from scrambling amongst themselves, or by pinning the answer order, so that the answer options don't scramble amongst themselves. If you have written answer questions on your assessment, then you have the option to scramble those written answer questions amongst themselves. They will always stay separated from the multiple choice questions at the bottom of the assessment. At any point, you can preview the scramble mapping by clicking the Show Mapping button on the left-hand menu. Both the question number and correct answer will be listed on the map. We can then continue to the download step, where we can preview the test question PDF that is provided for each version. You can then print however many copies you need of each version and distribute that to the students. When the students are completing the assessment, they'll bubble in the appropriate version, and Akindi will read that bubbled version and grade it against the corresponding answer key. And that is how to scramble your questions and answers in order to generate multiple versions of an assessment. If you have any questions or feedback, please reach out to the Akindi team.